Hey, welcome back to Clean Cut, where we can talk about the truth about just about anything, as long as we use logic and common sense. This season, we're returning to the topic of the Psalms and their meaning. Now, a brief disclaimer before getting into this psalm. The Psalms will be numbered differently in different translations of the Bible. This is a very, very old discrepancy, and to help clear things up, I'll be explaining what number the psalm has in the Douay-Rheims Bible and in the Revised Standard Version. However, the episodes themselves will list psalm numbers as they're given in the Douay-Rheims Bible. Sorry if this is confusing. Anyway, this is Psalm 71 in the Douay-Rheims Bible, but Psalm 72 in the RSV. A Psalm to Solomon. The name Solomon clearly refers to the son and heir of King David, who prayed to God for great wisdom and was given what he'd asked for. He later turned against God's will, but this psalm was apparently written by David before any of that had even happened, probably during Solomon's younger life or even his childhood. Give to the king thy judgment, O God, and to the king's son thy justice, to judge thy people with justice, and thy poor with judgment. This happened to Solomon. He was given the wisdom that he needed to adequately judge the people of Israel with justice. Let the mountains receive peace for the people, and the hills justice. Most people want to be able to live in a peaceful land where the law protects them from criminals. This is a plea to God for exactly that. He shall judge the poor of the people, and he shall save the children of the poor, and he shall humble the oppressor. This refers to the wise king. These are the sorts of things that a good king can do with wisdom to improve people's lives, though in practice, sadly, it rarely turns out that way. And he shall continue with the sun, and before the moon, throughout all generations. He shall come down like rain upon the fleece, and as showers fall gently upon the earth. A good and wise king can help bring good times to his people, just like sunshine and rain for crops can. In his days shall justice spring up, and abundance of peace, till the moon be taken away, and he shall rule from sea to sea, and from the river unto the ends of the earth. Good kings who bring about justice tend to increase in power and influence, because if you're doing a good job as a leader, lots more people will want you to lead them. Before him the Ethiopian shall fall down, and his enemies shall lick the ground. The kings of Tharsis and the islands shall offer presents. The kings of the Arabians and of Saba shall bring gifts. Even people who aren't Israelites will come from all over to offer gifts and honor to the wise king. And again, this happened to Solomon, and was part of the reason for his eventual decision to turn his back on God's will. Also, the specific places being mentioned here were rich centers of trade, with Tharsis, also called Tarshish, shipping essential metals to both Israel and Phoenicia. Saba, also known as Sheba, had a very rich queen who had gold, spices, and precious stones, which she brought with her when visiting Solomon. Ethiopia was the country that Sheba was part of, and of course, the wealth of Arabia throughout history is well known. And all kings of the earth shall adore him, all nations shall serve him, for he shall deliver the poor from the mighty, and the needy that had no helper. He shall spare the poor and needy, and he shall save the souls of the poor. Only the best kinds of leaders have both the strength and the will to stand up to the interests of rich businesses in defense of the poor. It's a rare quality that demonstrates great wisdom, especially if you can manage it successfully. He shall redeem their souls from usuries and iniquity, and their names shall be honorable in his sight. A good king will save people from being roped into debts with interest and oppressed by evil means, treating his people with honor and respect. And he shall live, and to him shall be given of the gold of Arabia. For him they shall always adore. They shall bless him all the day. Back to the gifts from foreign nations. It's best to stay on good terms with a leader whose people love him. And there shall be a firmament on the earth, on the tops of the mountains. Above Libanus shall the fruit thereof be exalted, and they of the city shall flourish like the grass of the earth. Imagery of very tall places. Libanus is Lebanon, a place with tall mountains, and this verse is saying resources will grow tall like that under a good and wise king, and the people of his cities will receive the benefits of that fruit under his rule. Let his name be blessed forevermore. His name continueth before the sun, and in him shall all the tribes of the earth be blessed. All nations shall magnify him. A good and wise king can bring good things to people everywhere, and receive respect from them in exchange. Blessed be the Lord, the God of Israel, who alone doth wonderful things, and blessed be the name of his majesty forever, and the whole earth shall be filled with his majesty. So be it, so be it. The praises of David, the son of Jesse, are ended. The psalm ends with praise for God, apparently by David. If David himself wrote this for his son Solomon, it would have been before any of these things were done for him, making the psalm almost prophetic in nature. This is mostly a psalm to describe the results of goodness and good judgment on the part of leaders, describing how success, dominance, wealth, and the happiness of the people through justice, peace, and prosperity follow a good and wise king, ending in praise for God and his name. It seems to be part prophecy, part good advice for leaders, describing what it's like for a leader who does the will of God over and above his own. That's all for now, so keep asking questions, and thanks for watching.